We are Steve and Jill.
Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more.
I'm Stephen Jack Butala.
And I'm Jill DeWit, and this is the Land Academy Show. Land Academy is the place to start or grow your land investing business. We have the support, tools, and education you need.
We have a super special show today. I'm actually pretty excited. We have Michael Doyle with us. Michael is
Welcome.
our lead developer. I don't even know if that's your title, but he joined us full time probably 4 or 5 months ago, maybe, I'm guessing. And he hasn't slept since. So he's the creator and implementer, and I'm guessing now the customer service rep for our new product called Deal Complete. If you need details or want to learn more about it after the show, go to dealcomplete.com. Michael, what is your
Is it just tech support now?
Yeah, I mean,
What
is
are-
it you own Land Academy?
Yeah.
Everything. Right, I'm responding to the emails. We're doing the development, the product planning. It's we're in the trenches right now.
Good. As you know, and we too here from the back of a boat. Only thing I'm missing right now is a martini. Boy, we appreciate what you're going through. Thank you very much.
We sympathize, but don't really empathize.
No, yeah, we don't.
Love it.
Hey, can you just give us before we really dive into it, just give us an overview of what the product's like? And then I would love, we haven't even talked about this at all, like when the camera's off, what some of the biggest challenges are or were during the development process, where are the highlights? Just tell us,
I have a
give
lot
us
of
a
questions
frontline.
too.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
You got it.
Like a frontline version of when this started, how you got here, and your favorite and least favorite parts of it.
Yeah, absolutely. So high level, right? This is a full end-to-end solution, more than just a software program or an app, right? We're trying to free investors to focus on their deals and getting mail out the door and not just the admin work, right? And that's really was our mission when we started working on this. And it has everything in it, from researching where you're going to want to mail, right? There's a really cool mapping system in there. We're incorporating so many APIs, and giving you all of this data for you to understand where you're going to mail. And then it guides you through everything from pulling the data. We're integrated with data tree, right? You don't have to go into all these different tools, and you can run that all the way through to getting the mail out the door, tracking the mail, responses, deals, closing it, tracking everything. All of your documents, all of it can be done inside of the system. So that was our goal, right? When we jumped into this, is what can we do to make something that runs end to end? And my favorite feature really about this is the fact that you can 2 clicks and get your mail out, right? You go in and you choose the preset, the template that you want to have, which the system again guides you through setting up that template to the, how you want it to look, the dates you want, your data set, and then you click. And the system is even designed to, allow you to save a payment method. So you don't have to enter in your information every time. And, we did a live, and we had great attendance to that. It was amazing. And we did a mailer out the door. You two were on there when we did it. It was less than 30 minutes. So yeah, it's a really robust, lightweight and high-speed platform.
Have you calculated yet, Michael, what the average, if not, I hope we do sometime, like the savings to users? Now I don't need this, and this. There's 6 tools that people might use and subscriptions I have to go get. And now we're like, don't think about it. We gotcha. I'm curious.
Yes, definitely. That's it's on our website and the pricing sections on dealcomplete.com. But high level, this replaces everything from your phone system to your email system to any separate memberships you have for data. Again, we're integrated with that. It's going to allow you to text from inside it. Anything you have for extra due diligence, it's all in there. And really, to put it in as simple as I can, right? It's the tools you save with this platform far, far, far exceed the cost of having a membership. And
Okay.
that's the bottom line. It's a no-brainer. It's so cost effective to have this membership if this is, what you're trying to do. There's no reason not to.
It's kind of like when we did Land Academy, rolled it out. It was kind of like we were all spending, a couple grand every month to get everything. And some of the tools, I'm sure it's the same with Deal Complete now. Some of the tools that we're able to offer, because Jack and I, had been in the business, Jack more than me, obviously, got professional level access to stuff that back then only title agents could get, but Jack could get it. And then we could be licensed providers and share it with other people. So I'm sure there's a lot of that going on too behind the scenes, it's just, again, not just saving money for people, but giving you access to stuff you wouldn't normally have. And it's amazing.
I mean, the most impressive aspect of Deal Complete that I can see so far is how many people have signed up
Oh
for it.
gosh, yes.
I mean, that's pretty staggering what you guys have accomplished. And I know we kept in mind, I was involved in the very early stages of just the concepts. And I know we wanted to make a product that there are a lot of people in our group and in this industry that have not gotten a mailer out because it's complicated, or it was complicated. And I know that was the lead concept, at least in the front part of the product, not so much closing the deals part, that we kept in foremost. At the same time, people who are already getting mail out and doing deals, it just makes their life easier.
True.
So those are the things that the real big picture stuff that I love about it.
I was going to ask, what have been some of the initial reactions from the users?
It's amazing. It's so encouraging, and it really feels good for the amount of time that we've spent staring at this code, right? To hear the responses. I was talking to somebody who's been with us, right? They've been a member for 3 or 4 years, but they've just been a little bit intimidated by the process of getting mail out the door and the back end and tracking it. And they were, attended our live event, and they said, please give me access. I'm going to send a 16,000 unit mailer as soon as I get access to this thing. And so the fact that we're getting people who wanted to do it, they want to send mail, they were just a little bit intimidated by the tech piece or the process. We've taken out that entire step, right? We've got an easy end-to-end thing. You can jump in and go, and that person's going to get mail out the door, and they're going to get deals. They're going to pair that with our education, right, and our training, and they're going to get deals. So this is going to have a huge impact, and I'm hearing that across the board from people that they're ready to go.
Well, not only that, like that individual, if it were me, like I get everything, but I'm just not that person, I'd be looking for a Jack. And now I'm paying somebody, or I'm giving up some of my profit. That's what would happen. And now I don't have to do that. I want time. So
the time savings is,
that's
I still think, I really think the greatest value in this product is that people are getting mail out that would not have gotten mail out. Let's just be real honest about it. That's just huge. It gets people. We founded Land Academy years and years ago, before it was even called Land Academy, because I wanted to provide very inexpensive properties, like $500 on eBay, that I went and bought and paid for obviously less than that, and a huge amount of bulk, and get people in the real estate industry for $500 or $1,000 or whatever it ends up being. So the nucleus of this product is the same thing. People are now, the access is a lot easier. It's easier to get the mail out, and it's easier to flip some deals, houses or land or commercial property.
Yeah.
So it's great. I mean, I love to come full circle like that. We talk about coming full circle all the time.
True. Where were you, Michael? For me, 16 and a half years ago. Boy, I could have used you. Hey, I have a question, because I know it's been an exciting initial release of Deal Complete. Now that everybody's using it, what updates have you made so far? Have you had anything like, whoa, we gotta do, or just little tweaks, or give us some behind the scenes info?
Yeah, so pretty much just little tweaks, some formatting things here and there. Of course, the normal hiccups when you go from just a small dev team to having a lot more database connections going, right? But we really tried to, from the beginning, put in a lightweight, scalable, robust framework that will naturally adapt, right? Because we knew, right? We knew this is a huge deal, right? This is an end-to-end, all-in-one platform to free you up from the admin work and take away the pain points of real estate investing. And so we knew as soon as people hear about this, it's going to be used. So that was the big thing, is just making sure we can scale. We can handle the level of people involved, and there's so many things on the roadmap that are coming that are going to make this even more intense.
Oh, tell us what's going.
Well, wait, I have a question first. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. When we launched Land Academy, one of the things that happened, and it continues to happen now, we are over 10 years of Land Academy, was people said, oh my gosh, you've changed my life. This is awesome. This is great. Thank you so much for sharing with me and my, family, your family's, like trade secrets and your business model, basically. This has been awesome. Now, will you please lock it up and don't let anybody else do it?
Yeah.
Like, have you had that yet?
Yeah, I've some members have said to me, look, please don't share this, right?
Yep,
Please
that's
let
it.
it be membership only.
Yep.
And it's really funny. And what I said to them is, look, the education that we provide, the content and the templates and our calls, right? Our weekly calls, our advanced training, right? All of that gives you that leg up on anybody else. So the system is designed to be used in tandem with our education and our content. So yes, all the members listening, everyone's going to get access to it, but if you're a member, you still have that advantage. You have the education and you have the content. So you'll be fine, I promise.
The
There's
learning curve.
150 million pieces of real estate in this country. If you, as a user, include a healthy dose of flipping houses as well as flipping land, you're going to do great.
Yep.
I want to really emphasize that this product is very suitable. Well, we designed it to help you flip houses too.
Yeah.
And so competition, every Thursday we have a call. We look at people's deals who are in the group, and there's a handful of people, maybe let's call it 10 at any given time over the last 10 years. And the groups change. They cycle through all the time.
Mhm.
That are smashing it. They're doing amazing deals. So I don't-
Houses, mobiles.
in no way is the ship sailed here from
Yeah,
a competition standpoint.
that's a good point. There's a reason why it's called Deal Complete and not Land Complete. Hint, hint.
I haven't said this in a long time on the air, but I did some serious math probably a few years ago, and then there's about maybe 500 to potentially now 1,000 people buying and selling land and houses consistently, and there's 1.6 million licensed real estate agents out there.
Yeah.
So if real estate agents can make money, just imagine how much you can make money from a competition standpoint. We're just a drop in the bucket to what's really happening out there.
I have a question along those lines. Michael, have you seen any other professional group catch wind of this yet? Because I'm waiting. I'm excited and waiting for it. I'm waiting. There's going to be other groups that will be like, oh, this works for me, and I do this kind of a thing in this world.
We've had a few people reach out,
Okay.
and it does look like there's other groups and investing groups that want to pull this in to their workflow, because we designed it, of course, based on what we know, and there's nobody that has the experience in closing deals that Land Academy does, period, right? And so we designed it with our expertise, but it works with any model. And so you can be in a different investing style or approach if you want to, but you can still leverage this tool. So we have had people reach out and want to start leveraging that, which is really cool. And I'm happy for anybody who wants to leverage this.
Have you gotten any job offers yet?
I have not just turned down Apple and Google,
Those are the only ones. I love it. Oh, that's so good. So will you share a little bit with us now, like how far in the process from picking an area, just thinking about dreaming up an area and dreaming of this up, right? And Deal Complete obviously helps with all that, or maybe you don't know that it does help with all that. Taking me through the mail and the pricing and everything. How far can I go right now? And then what's coming in the next couple rollouts?
Yeah, right now you can take it end to end right now. So you can go in and pick your area, you can pull your data, you can price that data, you can get the mailer set up, track the mailer, and have, you know, seller responses, get those tracked in and run them through the CRM all the way through acquisition and closing, and, you know, the disposition side and closing. That's all there and currently in the system. And coming soon, we're going to have things like skip tracing built into the platform. We're going to have the full phone and text integration. So that's calling people and the SMS, you know, answering opportunities, answering service opportunities that you can tie in. Automating your due diligence piece is coming actually in a very soon. It may even be out by the time this airs. But you know, some of these additional features that allow you to continue to leverage that workflow, and, you know, we're calling that easy button, right? To keep you moving through and get rid of all those pain points that people have been dealing with for so long.
It's funny, people have different mindsets. I'm here thinking of two different groups. There's a Jack group and a Jill group. So that I'm just going to describe it as that. So the Jack
I
group.
know where this is going. Involves obsolescence.
Oh, no, I think the Jack group is like, this is amazing. I have a full-time job. I do this in my evenings and weekends, like all my spare time. I do this. Like now I can do, instead of 1 deal a week, I can do 4 deals a week, you know, kind of thing. That's what I'm going to be able to do. And wow, watch my bank account go bananas here because of this. And then the Jill group is like, 1 deal a week. And now it takes me 1/10 of the time.
I see.
Now so now I'd be like, maybe I don't have to work that hard.
It's very,
You like this?
yeah. You know what occurred to me recently? When Jill's at work, and this has been going on, you know, we've been doing deals together for 15 years now, more than that. And I looked all the way back in my head about when Jill's at work, she's talking. She's talking on the phone. She's talking to somebody internally. There's just a deluge of total talking and lapping, and she's a deal maker. She creates these real estate deals, and this is really, really important in this whole process. That none of that's changed. But what you've done is changed my part dramatically. Pretty much made it, you know, I'm not going to say obsolete, but geez, made it my life a lot easier. So if you're a listener or watcher, you know, a career salesperson, the tech part of this business has kept you out. You know, it's just, or it hasn't kept you out. You're just not interested in learning all this stuff. That's really changing. Really, really changing for people who are career or just people persons, you know.
Well, it's been overwhelming. I mean, now one by one, since we launched Land Academy, we're removing problems. You know, originally it was just getting our hands on the data, not even understanding it, getting hands on the data, remove that problem. And then it became funding deals. You know, getting, cheap mail. For a while, that was cheap mail. That was a good thing. Remove that problem. We started our own mail company. We gotcha. That's offers to owners. Now, and then it was deal funding. No problem. We got that. Now we'll fund up to 100%. Bring it. I don't care what it is. If it's a great deal, there's money.
This is a great conversation. The original problem that got solved, I think I solved it, was reaching sellers. So there's always a demand for cheap real estate, and always will be. And the internet made that glaringly obvious with eBay and a few other auction sites. There, some are still around, some aren't, like Bid for Assets. And so there's a massive demand for undervalued real estate. We all know that. The issue was simultaneously contacting 10,000 plus people. This is what, almost 20 years now.
Right.
Simultaneously reaching and contacting people that own land that have never talked to anybody about buying their piece of property way out in the sticks in their entire lives. So they couldn't sell it fast enough because they're tired of paying the tax bills. So that was the real original problem.
Right.
This product is a 21st century version, the first one I've seen anyway, that makes contacting those people easy
Mhm.
and affordable. And just what it does is takes all the angst and the brain crunch to contact sellers.
True. That was the original problem, and now we are solving more problems, and there's
Yeah.
more little things that I know we haven't shared here that Michael's working on. It's gonna be phenomenal. I just thought of something amazing. So, Jack, when you started, you fell into this because it was growing, it was a thing to do. You were the eBay real estate leader, period. So, do you know what Amazon's doing now?
They're not. They've been. Oh, I do know. Are you asking? Is that rhetorical?
It was a rhetorical question.
Yeah, it's sharing.
It's Amazon cars. Did you hear about that?
No, I know
Oh.
that you can buy. Jeff Bezos has another startup that's not unrelated. It's not related to Amazon, where you put $500 in and you own part of an office building.
I wasn't even gonna say that. Amazon, there's a thing coming out now with buying and selling cars on Amazon. I'm waiting for, do you, Jack, feel the need? Just so I know,
But
just so I know and can brace myself for my life. Like, how many days do we need to be in a port? Like,
I
do you
feel
want,
the
do you?
need to sell cars right now, not buy them.
No. Do you feel the need to be the Amazon real estate
No.
leader?
No.
Okay, just checking.
Oh, I do not want that.
Okay, that's good. I love that.
I'm happy when the sales are up right now in my life. Thank you for asking.
You're happy in the what?
When the sales are up,
Not
not SALES,
okay,
SAILS.
that's what I was just sure. Well, what other awesome nuggets do you have for us, Michael, that we may have forgotten to ask?
Yeah, and I think the main thing that to really cap what you two were talking about is deal complete is a force multiplier. So it takes, what you already were doing or were, uncomfortable with from a tech standpoint, and it allows you to amplify that. It removes the pain points and amplifies your productivity. So, we were talking about the two camps, right? And you could go from 1 to 4 deals in the same amount of time. Or let's say you really don't have a lot of time to allocate right now. Well, now you really don't have any excuse not to make something happen, right? You want to quit your job, you want to put your head down for 2 years and come up for air at the end, and see your bank account a lot different. Well, now this is going to make that even crazier for you. And as long as you're putting that effort in, which is what we tell everybody, right? I mean, you're gonna have to understand and drive it, but this allows you to do more in the same amount of time. And I think that's what I'm most excited about, to help people start to go down that journey and take away any of these excuses for people. Use it. It's here.
We haven't talked about yet is how easy it is to get your deal funded here. So the other big problem with real estate, or perception conceived problem, is that, well, I don't have any money, I can't do this. That's just not the case. If you can find good real estate deals at the end of this product, deal complete, you click a button that you want to fund it. Do you need to have the deal funded? Click a button, and it gets it through our network. I'm paraphrasing, but it gets it into our network of people that have a ton of money and not a lot of interest in sending out mail or
just too much money.
So you don't need any money other than the software, the learning curve money, however that works for you, to get started in this. I used to hate that. I used to hate when people said you don't need any money to get into it. That's not the case. You do need some money,
Right.
but you need an amazing attitude. What you don't need is $200,000 or $300,000 in the bank to start buying houses or land with your own money. You can use our money.
Mhm. And you don't need a construction company.
Yeah,
This is not a chic.
you just need to be good at finding good real estate deals. That's it.
It's awesome.
Amazing, Michael. How do you like working at Land Academy?
It's a lot of fun, and we have such an incredible member base. And on the Thursday calls, hearing people bring these deals in, and I'm on all of those calls, so I'll see everybody there if you join on those. And it's it's huge. And just knowing that we're introducing something that's going to make it even easier for our members to leverage our network and their content and education, it really does. It frees them up to focus on their deals and drive more through and get even more out of their membership with us. So I'm having a great time.
Good. Where would you like people to contact if they have questions about Deal Complete, they're interested in it? How do you want them to reach out?
Yeah, on dealcomplete.com, there is a contact form there that you can submit anything. You can also email us at support@dealcomplete.com, and we will be getting in touch with you right away, probably me, to be honest, to make sure that we answer any of your questions. Also on dealcomplete.com, you can go to dealcomplete.com/demo, and there is a video there that does walk through a condensed version of what we shared online, and you can see what the system looks like, what it can do, and really understand what you're looking at. And then you follow up with us and we'll get you going.
Awesome. And it doesn't matter if you're a land academy or what space you're in, this is,
Yeah.
if you are a professional or soon to be professional, however you want to call it, label yourself, real estate investor, this can help you.
Exactly. Does not
That's
matter. And even if you're not a member, I think you should explore that, talk with our team and understand what it means to be a member. I think it will benefit you quite a bit. But yeah, anybody can use this. If you're serious about, real estate investing and you want to get rid of those pain points and really start to drive real results, just check out dealcomplete.com/demo.
Thanks very much, Michael. You're a super welcome addition to our team, and I look forward to working with you on the next product or wherever this takes us.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, pal. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Let's see what you, our land community, are working on.
Awesome. All right, we have a win to share today. Leslie shared that she fell a asterisk backwards into a subdivide deal. Made every possible mistake along the way, but I just got the newly assigned APNs. Agent predicts $135,000 total sales price for the lots. I bought them for $50,000, and I'm about $10,000 in on expenses, so a clean double. So she's going to be all in for $60,000 and selling for $135,000. That's exciting.
I have to tell you that this story here, I've made every possible mistake,
Yep.
and it worked out great at the bitter end, is the story of my life. That's just what it takes.
Yeah.
I never go into something saying, it's going to be easy and really profitable. Never.
I'm going to say this is true because there were women before me.
Yeah.
So you did make some mistakes.
Yes. There are a lot of things that I just say, I say this jokingly, but geez, this is how things go.
Yeah.
But if you have the right attitude, she obviously does,
Mm-hmm.
then you're willing to go through that big, long middle part, make all kinds of mistakes, embarrass yourself, the whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
you're going to do great.
Well, here's the other bonus too. Leslie now knows what it takes in that area. She may go seek them out. She's done a subdivide, so now she knows, again, how to do this area. I may get 10 more. Or B, I'm going to search in other areas and see where it's even faster and easier, and I'll get them done.
Absolutely. So first time's always the hardest. Today we have a few questions that we pulled out of our Discord, Land Academy Discord online community.
I'm glad. This is going to be fun today. We have I think 3 questions to answer from you, our community. So let's tackle them. One is from Alex, and Alex wrote, if you're buying a piece of land contingent on the seller providing an access easement, does a survey then need to be done that shows the easement and includes a new legal description to be recorded by the county? And who typically pays for that?
The answer is yes. That's exactly what has to happen. So what I think, I'll paraphrase here. What Alex is saying is he's talking to a seller. The seller's got a piece of property, probably 2 pieces of property. And the second one, the one that he's buying, probably doesn't have access. It's probably behind the seller's house or some version of that. And so they need to legally rewrite the description, place an easement on a piece of property that he's not buying so that you can get a road into that property. So yes, you do need a survey for that. I think geez, there's maybe still some places around the country where you don't, but you should just plan for it. Build it into, I would get the property in escrow, and then I would build the cost, whatever you negotiate, of getting that. Now you've got it in escrow, and so you are somehow going to pay the surveyor, which should run a couple $1,000, and maybe take, things are not real busy right now. Maybe you could get it done in 2 months, hopefully. And so whoever pays for that is up to you and the seller.
I agree with that. And what Jack's saying is, so what will happen is when escrow closes on the buy side, you walk away with the property, and the easement ready to go. The seller gets his money, and the survey person / company gets their payment all at the same time.
Yep.
That's in a perfect world. And then everybody's going to be on the same team too. Their surveyor is going to be pushing to get it done because they get paid.
Yep.
When that's complete, and the deal can be recorded.
This is a
I love
great
it.
question, and it's phrased really well.
Yeah.
So Alex could have asked the question this way. Hey, what happens when you have to get access to a property? Period, question mark. That's not what he said, or she.
Right.
It was a very well versed. You already knew the answer. You're just
Did.
checking.
That's a lot of our community. Seems like that on Thursday. It's like a lot of our Thursday member calls are like this. Correct me if I'm wrong. Or when they come to us and would you do this deal? It's like, I already thought that. I just want to hear what you guys
Yeah.
thought. And now I feel better because we're on the same team. All right, so here's our second one. Martha wrote, what's the difference between appraised value and assessed value? And how do I land on an offer price by reconciling the two? Or is it strictly based on land comps?
It's strictly based on comps. I love the way you asked this question.
Mhm.
You could have said, how do you price a mailer? But instead you said, I've got all these values smacking me in the face on this piece of property. How do I value it? It was just we're batting, 2 for 2 so far.
I like to go on record saying this. Congratulations for Martha and Alex. You clearly speak Jack. It took me years to get on board and speak Jack. And you know how many times I asked those opposite open-ended questions like, hey, what do you want for dinner?
Or this. You're not making me feel very good right now.
like
I'm having a feeling.
you having a good day? No. Well, what can I do to change that? I don't know, but this isn't it.
Just keep trying.
That has been our Tuesday forever.
Keep trying. Keep trying to make me feel better, Steve.
You really gotta learn that. You gotta learn your partner's language or fill in the blank. Yeah, partner could be life partner, could be business partner. You gotta learn how to communicate the way they need it.
If I were Jill, this is how I would go down that path.
Oh.
I have 3 places picked out for dinner. I'm really leaning toward one of the places. I just want to run it by you in case you have some different thoughts. And I say, let's go to the place that you would like to go to. And that's the end of it. Instead, this is what happens. I don't know exactly what I want for dinner tonight, or if we should even go out. Can you please decide? And then I say, it ends up being, we should go to this 3rd place. And she may say, no, that's not what I want to do. And it's a circle.
I think we hit it home. All right, we have our 3rd question now, and this is from Brian. Brian wrote, how do I determine if I should self-close or use a title company? Ooh, can I answer this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So, number 1, rule of thumb, title insurance is when someone is going to build upon the property. That's going to probably come up. We need title insurance to confirm, the chain of title was done correctly. Because there could be someone down the way that asks. Who might ask? A lender. Because if we're going to build upon the property, unless we have all this cash sitting aside to put our cabin there, there could very well could be a lender involved, and they're going to need to see that the property was purchased with title insurance, and we can all confirm that the chain of command was all done correctly, in the past X amount of years. The other thing is sometimes I just feel better when it's a certain dollar amount. Now that's me. I know Land Academy members that would self-close $50,000 land transactions. That's not how I like to roll. I have a $5,000 or $10,000 comfort zone.
Yeah, me too.
Maybe
That's
maybe
how I
even
would answer it.
yeah, maybe even up to
$5,000.
20.
Yeah.
But those transactions, I'll do it. And the only time nowadays, I'm gonna go one more step further. The only time now, Brian, when I do self-close, because most of the deals I'm doing are bigger deals where, it's just so much money involved. The type of property will be used in that way. It's a big acreage ranch, something like that. Everybody just feels better going through an unrelated third company, even just to handle the money exchange as a title company, escrow company. Sometimes there are a few situations towards the end of the year where someone will say, all right, I'll sell you this property for this price, but we got to close by the 31st. And I don't have time. I can't get it done with the title company. Again, it's very rare. I do a lot of I become my own title agent at that point, and I have to do and I know how to do this and check everything like a title company would, close the deal myself. And then I'll tell you though, in January, after they got paid and I got my deed and all that, I am going to go back and get title insurance, because when I sell it, I'm going to want that. So, and that's a tip. People don't know that you can buy it and then get title insurance later on. So,
Hey, if the property that you're purchasing is less than $8,000 to $10,000, it's less than that, you can consider not getting title insurance. If it's more than that, you probably should get title insurance.
Yeah.
In
And
general.
the other thing too, if it's just going to be wreck, like it's only used for hunting and it's never going to be built upon, that kind of a thing, then I'm good with that too. That's okay. That would be a situation.
If you're old but you have gray hair like me, and you're shaking your head saying these two don't know what they're talking about. But I'm telling you, times have changed on this topic.
Yeah.
They really have. Even in the last 10, 15 years, it used to be no one would ever consider buying a piece of property without title insurance. This is a product of some of the brainwashing that happened in the real estate industry because of the National Association of Realtors and all kinds of other stuff that happened in the 1950s. It's just not the case now. It used to be just for fun. Jill's saying, hey, you know what? You can always go back and get title insurance later. That used to not be an option. That used to be a break in the chain of title. And then there is no circumstance when you can fix that break. So it's uninsurable from that point forward. And it's just not the case anymore. There's companies that specialize in solving that problem. You have a lot of options. That's my point.
Yep. By the way, just a little recap. If you are ready to see how Deal Complete that we talked about earlier today can transform your investing business, go to dealcomplete.com/demo for a free demo. And it just might be Michael, by the way, on the other end of the call if you reach out and schedule something.
Hey, as always, if you like this episode, let us know. Put it in the comments. Give us a thumbs up. It gets you into that algorithm so you can capture more content that we are constantly creating.
And by the way, if you share a win or a question, we just might share it on an upcoming episode.
You are not alone in your real estate ambition. We are Jack and Jill. Information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.
We hope you found our content valuable and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.